all online students also write with the new heading. Write with the new heading. Mention the Selenium WebDriver. Write the new heading. Selenium WebDriver. Okay, right. I'll get. So let's understand what exactly mean by this particular Selenium WebDriver and how exactly we need to take care about in working with this particular Selenium WebDriver. So first thing, our very first understanding, if I'm taking with Selenium, what is mean by Selenium? Meaning of Selenium. Selenium is one API having group of components. What is the first component? First component. What is it? Selenium ID. After that, Selenium RC. After that, Selenium WebDriver. After that, Selenium Grid. If I'm taking with Selenium ID, what is the functionality of Selenium ID? Functionality of Selenium ID. Record and playback. Functionality of Selenium RC. What is it? Programming. Functionality of WebDriver. Programming. Functionality of Selenium Grid. Functionality of Selenium Grid. Executing automation scripts in multiple browsers or multiple systems. So if I'm taking with this particular current market, if I'm taking with this particular current market, we need to be get mentioned that that particular Selenium IDE and Selenium RC has been totally outdated for the current market. If I'm taking with Selenium IDE and Selenium RC has been totally outdated for the current market, which need to be get taking care about working with Selenium WebDriver. If I'm taking with this particular current market, we need to be get taking care about in working with Selenium WebDriver. Further, to get work with Selenium WebDriver, I mean, we need to take care about writing with the program in Selenium WebDriver. Now, our main target, we need to take care about in getting comfortable in writing with the program of Selenium WebDriver. For that, to get write with the program in Selenium WebDriver, for that, to get work with Selenium WebDriver, we need to be get comfortable in understanding that particular respective object identification. The target need to write the program in Selenium WebDriver. For that, we need to take care about in getting comfortable with object identification. After that, we need to take care about in working with that particular core Java syntax. Once we got comfortable on these two things, very easily we can take care about in writing with the programs in Selenium. So because of that, previously we got take care about in understanding with object identification, and then we got core Java syntax. Now we need to take care about these two things, and then we'll write program in Selenium WebDriver. Let's see that how exactly we can take care about writing with the programs in Selenium WebDriver. For that, if you want to get right with the program, if you want to get right with the program in Selenium WebDriver, we need to get take care about in following with the respective standards here. I mean, the whole programming we need to get comfortable taking care about in following with certain standards here. Let's understand that what exactly, let's understand that what exactly that particular standards to be followed. Let's take care about, let's take care about in understanding what exactly that particular standards to be followed. Let's see that. For that, our very first understanding, if I'm taking with the very first understanding, we need to take care about in developing automation script as part of automation testing. As part of automation testing, we need to take care about in developing with automation script. For that, for developing automation script, our first understanding, our first understanding on which basis we need to develop automation script, on which basis we have to develop automation script. Automation scripts దేన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని డెవలప్ చేయాలి? Yeah. On which basis we need to take care about developing with automation script? Based on application. Based on manual test cases. Based on manual test cases, we need to get take care about in developing with automation script. Our very first understanding, if I'm taking with automation script, if I'm taking with automation script based on manual test cases, we need to take care about in developing with automation script. That is what we mentioned in the very starting days. If I'm taking with manual testing started from requirements understanding. Automation testing started from manual test cases. I mean, the first understanding, if I'm taking with this particular automation testing, while working with automation testing, we need to get develop automation script based on manual test cases. Based on manual test cases, we need to take care about, we need to take care about in developing automation script. Okay, developing automation script. Developing automation script is nothing but performing action. The meaning of developing automation script is nothing but performing action. I mean, if we refer any of our manual test cases as an example, if we take with our regular manual test cases, what is the first step written? First step. In the manual test cases, when you write manual test cases, what are the steps you will write? Assume that your first test case, what is the first test case written? Launching the browser. The first step, we need to be get mentioned that launch browser. enter URL, enter username, enter password, click on login button, whatever it can be, you are taking care about in having with that particular respective manual step according to that particular manual step, according to that particular manual step, we need to take care about in developing with automation script. So now, first understanding the meaning of developing automation script, taking care about in performing that particular required action. I mean, we got in a step of launch browser, need to perform that action. Entering the URL, need to perform that action. Enter username, need to perform that action. So developing automation script is nothing but taking care about in performing that particular respective action. Okay. Now, according to our understanding, according to our understanding, if I'm taking with performing the action, according to our understanding, if you want to perform the action, in programming, if you want to perform any kind of action, how we can perform the action? By using method. So that part we are very clear on that. If I'm taking that method, how many types? That method, how many types? Two types. What are the two types? One you will be taking with predefined and one you will be taking with user defined. See the understanding. If you want to begin, perform the action. If you want to begin, perform the action, you are taking with the help of that method. That method can be predefined or it can be user defined. In the same way, according to the requirement, you can take care about in utilizing with Java methods, or you can take care about in utilizing with Selenium methods. Requirement is need to begin, perform the action. That particular action you are performing with the help of method. That method can be predefined method or it can be user defined method. In that, according to the requirement, you can take care about in utilizing with Java related methods, or you can take care about in utilizing with Selenium related methods. So the target, the conclusion need to be take care about in performing that particular required action. Okay. In the same way, according to our understanding, if I'm taking with method, method available in class. If I'm taking with method, that particular method available in class. It can be predefined method, user defined method, Java related methods, Selenium related method. Anything according to programming, methods are available in class. In the same way, we got in a class. If I'm taking with class, class available in class available in package. If I'm taking with class, if I'm taking with class which is available in package according to the programming, our regular understanding need to be get perform the action. If you want to be get perform the action, you are taking with method, that method available in class, that class available in package. Now continued with the same, continued with the same. If I'm taking with package, if I'm taking with package, that particular package available in package available in project. See the understanding, that package not like project which need to be get mentioned that jar file, or you can mention jar files method available in class, class available in package, package available in jar file, that jar file, that jar file available in that jar file available in taking with that particular jar file available in Google or that respective website. So if we take with the whole programming, we got method, method available in class, class available in package, package available in jar file, jar file available in Google or website. That particular Google available in Google available in browser. Okay, browser available in browser available in system, laptop. Your laptop available in hometown. Laptop available in hostel or hometown. In your hostel, laptop is there, right? Okay. So in that particular laptop, it will have that browser. So if I'm taking with this particular whole connectivity, if I'm taking with this particular whole connectivity, see that the whole programming, how easy we can take care about that particular programming. In that we need to be get take care about in performing the action. To perform the action, taking the help of method, method available in class, that class available in package, that package available in jar file, that jar file available in Google or website. Okay. Now, if I'm taking with, if I'm taking with access, if I'm taking with access, you want to get, you need to get access a method. You need to be get access a method. How we can access the method? How we can access a method? By using object. If you want to be get access a method, if you want to be get access a method, you are taking with object. In the same way, you need to be get access the class. In the same way, you need to be get access the class. How we can access the class? No, class. Yeah. Need to go with import. Method is accessible by creating object. Class is accessible by importing package. In the same way, in the same way, we need to take care about, we need to take care about in accessing package. In the same way, we need to take care about in accessing package. See the understanding, see the understanding. We got accessing the method, accessing the class. In the same way, we need to access package. How we can access package, considering that add jar files to project. If we want to access package, we can access the package. We can access the package by adding jar files to project. In the same way, we need to be get access jar files. You need to be get access jar files. So that particular jar files you are accessing by taking with download. So that particular jar files you are taking care about in accessing with download. From where you will download? From where you will download? Google or the respective website. See that how easy we can do the programming and we can work with Selenium. In simple, need to access method. How we can access a method? By using object. How we can access the class? By importing package. How we can access package? By adding jar files. How we can access the jar files? By downloading. We can access the jar file. We can access the jar file by taking with downloading. You can access the jar file by taking with downloading. In simple, if we take with the whole conclusion, you may go with Java, Selenium, Python, .NET, any programming. How simple you can work with programming. First, you need to begin understand what kind of action need to be get performed. Related to that action, need to be get understood what kind of method need to be used. For method, you need to refer class. For class, you need to refer package. For package, you need to refer jar file. That particular jar file, you need to refer Google or website. That means in simple, if you just look into this, if you want to begin work with Selenium, according to this, if you want to begin work with Selenium or working with Java, what we require? If you want to work with Selenium or if you want to work with programming or Java, what you require? What you require? What is it? Jar file. Whenever you want to start with programming, whenever you want to start with programming, it can be Java or it can be Selenium, Python, .NET, anything. If you want to get start work with programming, you need to take care about jar file. Based on jar file, what you can access? Package. Based on package, what you can access? Class. Based on the class, what you can access? Method. Use of the method to perform action. So that is what your target. As simple as, not like you have to take care about in doing with any of major hard work. If you want to get work with Selenium, if you want to get work with Selenium, how simple, how easy we can work with Selenium. The Selenium guys already provided each and every jar file. To work with Selenium, whatever JarFiles has been required to work with Selenium. Whatever JarFiles has been required, Selenium guys already provided the JarFiles. Because of that, if you want to begin work with Selenium, no concept of any installation. There is no concept of any installation. You have to take care about downloading the jar file. Once you download jar file, that jar file you will be adding to the project. Once you add to the project based on jar file, what you can access? Package. Based on package, class. Based on class, method. Use of the method to perform action. It can be Selenium, it can be Java, any programming, it will be followed with the same. You may get in a doubt. You may get in a doubt. Sir, you are saying that to work with programming, jar files are mandatory. We are saying that to work with programming, jar files are mandatory. But we already written with some Java program. If I'm taking with our Java program, we already created some Java programs. If I'm taking with that particular Java program, if I'm taking with that particular Java program, we already done with the program. But is that we downloaded any jar files related to Java? Related to Java. Did we downloaded any jar file? No, we have not downloaded any jar file. Without downloading any jar file of Java, we are able to work with programming. So how come the Java programs are working without jar files? Without according to our programming standards, according to the programming standards, it's mandatory of jar file. But till now, we have not downloaded any jar file, but we are able to work with programming. So how it has been done? The reason is we created one project. We created one project. When you created the project, as part of project creation, it got an option. What is option? JRE system library. If it just expand, what you are able to see? No, this dot jar, able to see the extension dot jar? Extension, guys. For every file, you are able to see dot jar files here. All these are Java related jar files. All these are Java related jar file. I mean, while working with the Eclipse, Eclipse is already taking care about adding the jar files related to Java. Because of that reason, we have not added here. Because of Eclipse is already taking care about adding the jar files to the project. That is the reason we have not added any jar files. But now our requirement not only Java, along with Java, we need to take care about Selenium. Along with Java, we need to take care about Selenium. So according to our understanding, if you want to work with Selenium, what you required? To work with Selenium, what you required? jar files has been required. Now, if you just look into this project, is there any Selenium jar files here? No, only that particular Java related jar files are there. Selenium jar files are not available. Because of that reason, according to our understanding, before getting started working with Selenium, before getting started work with Selenium, first you need to take care about jar files. That jar files you need to be get added to the project. See that. Now, the whole conclusion, how simple, how easy you can work with Selenium. See that. Target automation testing. Meaning of automation testing? Meaning of automation testing? Testing done by tool. What is the tool we are working? What is the tool we are working? Selenium. So that Selenium need to take care about developing automation script. Developing automation script need to be developed based on manual test cases. Developing automation script need to be developed based on manual test case. That part you are already done. Manual testing, test cases, you are already remembered. Remembered or not? Manual testing. Remembered or shift delete? Shift delete. Huh? What is mean by test case? Meaning of test case. Meaning of test scenario. Who will prepare test cases? Who will document test cases? Who will prepare test scenarios? Tester. Okay. So we need to be take care about that manual test cases. Now you can understand the importance of manual testing. Even though you are having with automation testing, it's mandatory that manual testing. So it's we need to take care about that manual step. Based on manual step need to be developed automation script. Developing automation script is nothing but need to be perform action. That to perform action, how we are performing the action? By using method. That Selenium methods, you can consider that two types. That Selenium methods also, you can consider that two types. What are the two types? Predefined method, user-defined methods. Meaning of predefined? Defined by the language. Meaning of user-defined? Defined by the user. If I'm taking the Selenium, you doesn't require to do any major hard work. You doesn't require to do any major hard work. I mean, you doesn't require to write any of your own method. You doesn't require to write any of your own method. Already Selenium guys done the hard work. Already Selenium guys done the hard work. Selenium guys already created the methods. Selenium guys already created the methods. What Selenium guys has been done related to Selenium automation, whatever the method, thousands of methods, n number of methods already created by Selenium. All that Selenium methods, Selenium guys kept in where they kept. All the methods they have been provided in. Methods are provided in. Yeah. Methods will be available in class. Selenium guys already created thousands of methods. All that methods they provided in class. Already Selenium guys created the classes. All the classes they provided in package. all the packages they provided in jar files, all the jar files they provided in Google or website. Your simple concept, download the jar file, add the project, work with Selenium. In the very simple way, in the very easy way, it can do it. Selenium guys already done the hard work. You guys only do the smart work here. We have to do only smart work, not like you have to take any major hard work here. So now if I'm taking with this particular Selenium guys, already they provided the method provided in class provided in package provided in jar file provided in Google or website. So now we need to take care about how exactly we can download that particular jar file. Let's understand. Before downloading the jar file, first we need to begin taking care about that particular Selenium setup. I mean, whenever you want to start, whenever you want to start writing the Selenium program in your laptop, any laptop, before writing with the program in Selenium, you need to make sure that all that particular Selenium setup is ready. Whenever you are working with the Selenium, first you need to make sure that all your Selenium setup is ready. What are the things you need to cross check? What are the things you need to be get cross check? See that in that first one, mentioning that download and install jdk.exe, download and install jdk.exe. That particular jdk minimum version mandatory of 11, that jdk 11 till the last month, what is the last month? What is the last month, guys? October, right? Till the last month, October, we have an option below JDK 11. I mean, we got an option of JDK 8 also. But from this month, what is this month? This month, November. From this particular month, while working with Selenium, minimum JDK 11 is mandatory. Minimum JDK 11 is mandatory. Before JDK 11, you can't work with Selenium program. Java programs will be working, but Selenium program, it's mandatory that minimum of JDK 11. I mean, that is how you will get with different versions here while practicing your Selenium program. Just make sure that your JDK should be minimum of 11. Okay. After that, taking with second activity, download and copy Eclipse IDE. Second activity, download and copy Eclipse IDE. These two things you are already done. These two things you are already done. Just cross check that. Either you are having JDK 11 or not. Minimum 11, from 11 it can be anything. And then that particular Eclipse. These two things you are already done. Now, along with that, you have to take care about the next activity. Download Selenium JarFiles. Download Selenium JarFiles to local system. Download Selenium JarFiles to local system. First you have to take care about. First, you need to take care about downloading. First, you need to take care about downloading Selenium jar files to local system. Once you have been download, once you have been download, after that, after that, add it to, add it to Java project, add it to Java project in Eclipse. Add it to Java project in Eclipse. So before getting started working with Selenium, before getting started working with Selenium, you need to begin. Make sure that in completing this particular respective Selenium setup, considering that download and install jdk.exe and then download and copy Eclipse ID. After that, download Selenium jar files. Download Selenium jar files to download Selenium jar files to local system. First, you need to download to local system. Once you download it, then you need to begin add it to Java project in Eclipse. Once all the setup is ready, once all this setup is ready, then you have to take care about in writing with Selenium program. Once all this setup is ready, then you need to take care about writing the Selenium program. Further, in your system, you are already done with JDK, you are already having Eclipse. Now, the only thing you need to be download is what you need to download? Selenium jar files. You have to take care about, you need to take care about in downloading only Selenium jar files. So let's understand what exactly the steps to be followed. If you want to begin, if you want to begin, download that particular Selenium jar file, what exactly the steps to be followed. Make a note of all these steps. Just write with the heading, write with the heading, steps to download, steps to download Selenium jar files. These steps are very most important. These steps are very most important. It's mandatory that you need to take care about in downloading jar files here. Jar files are not downloaded properly or not added properly 100%. Your Selenium program will give an error. Jar files are not downloaded correctly or not added correctly 100%. Your Selenium program will give an error. You need to get more comfortable. You need to get very perfect in downloading and adding to project. Let's see that how exactly you can take care about this particular step. So let's understand what exactly that particular steps to be followed. Let's understand what exactly that particular steps to be followed. Let's look into that. Right. See that. See the understanding. Take with the first step. Take with the first step. Open URL of. Open URL of. Take with the first step. Take with the first step. Mentioning that open URL of. You can just make a note of this URL. Make a note of this particular URL. All the online students also, please take care about the steps in the very perfect way. Please take care about the steps in the very perfect way. So take care about that particular step. Mention that open URL. After that, navigate to option of WebDriver language bindings. WebDriver language bindings. Navigate to option of WebDriver language bindings. First step, you need to begin open URL. First step, you can directly go to this particular URL. You can directly go to this particular URL and then you can take care about navigating to the option. What is that option? What is that option? WebDriver language bindings. See that. See the step. First, you need to begin open that URL. After that, if you just come down, you got an option. What is option? What is option? WebDriver language bindings. You got an option. You got an option. WebDriver language bindings. Let's see here. Here you are able to see all the required languages. What is the language we are working? What is the language we are working? Java. Under the Java, you are able to see the version. What is the version? 4.14. Here, the version is the 4 is the main one, considering the Selenium 4. Currently, the market continued with Selenium 4. Previously, we got Selenium 3 and Selenium 2. Now, we have the market of Selenium 4. That is main part. We have this version 14.1, 14.2 or 4.15, 4.16. That version very regularly it will change it. Because of that, don't be confused at all. 4 will be the constant. 4 will be the constant. This 14 that may be by tomorrow or day after tomorrow also. You may say that this version will change it. That don't be confused at all. That part don't be confused at all. Just see that what exactly that version is there. You can download that particular version. You can download that particular version. So for now, we are taking with Java stable. What is the version? 4.14.1. Okay. So now take with the next step. Click on the link of Java stable 4.14.1. 4.14.1. In simple, you can understand that particular 4. After 4, that version regularly it will change it. So don't be worried about on that. You need to take care about, you need to take care about in clicking on that particular Java stable, that version. By that, it will download, it will download, it will download Selenium Java dot zip file. It will download, it will download. Once you click on that link, once you click on that link, it will download. What it will download? Selenium Java dot zip file. Okay. After that, after that, create, create new folder, create new folder in any of the drive. It can be C drive, D drive, whatever, whatever you are comfortable, whatever you are comfortable, you can take care about in creating with, you can take care about in creating with new folder in any of the drive. As an example, I'm giving the name is JarFiles according to your comfortable, according to your comfortable. Okay. Now provide provide Selenium Java dot zip file in created folder, in created folder. You need to provide, you need to provide Selenium you need to provide Selenium Java dot zip file, in created folder. First you are creating one folder in can be any drive. Once you create it, you are providing that particular file, you are providing that particular file in that particular folder. Okay. After that, after that, finally, right click on, right click on Selenium Java dot zip file. Right click on Selenium Java dot zip file and click on, click on extract here, extract here, extract all, extract here, extract all, extract file. Whatever option is there, whatever the option you got, you need to click on, right click on, right click on Selenium Java dot zip file and click on extract here. Otherwise, extract all. Otherwise, extract file. So by that, your jar files will be ready in your laptop. With this step, jar files will be ready in your laptop. See the steps. See the steps. What is the first step? What is the first step? You need to open URL of Selenium. So this is what you are taking with Selenium URL. Then what is the next step? Navigate to option of WebDriver language bindings. Okay. So let's come down. Let's come down. After that, click on Java stable. Whatever version is there, whatever version is there, you can just click on that. Whatever version is there, you can just click on that. It will take care about in downloading. Whatever version is there, you need to take care about in downloading. So it will download that particular file. After that, what is the next step? What is the next step? Create new folder in any of the drive according to your comfortable. According to your comfortable, you can create any of the folder. I'm just taking care about creating with the folder, taking with 4.14.1 because in my laptop I got lot of versions here. So just I created one folder. Folder name can be anything. Folder name can be anything. According to your comfortable, you need to create one folder. After that, provide selenium-.zip file in created folder. See, downloaded that you have been downloaded once that particular download is complete. Once that particular download is complete, if we go to that, see the file name. What is the file name? Selenium-Java. That is what the file name you will get. That particular file, it need to be get provided in folder. So that particular file it need to be get provided in folder. Done. After that, what is the next step? Right click on selenium-java.zip file. Once you done the right click, what is option? Extract all or extract here or extract file. Whatever option you got, you can utilize. I'm using the option. What is option? Extract here. Just I'm using the option extract here. The zip file will extract and you are able to see all the jar files. Lot of jar files will be there. We are not worried how many jar files are there. Just you need to take care about extract. All these are Selenium jar file. Along with that, you got one folder. What is that folder? Lib folder. Inside of the lib, having the jar files here. Having the jar files or not? All these are jar files. Everything Selenium jar files. You got in a jar files of available in lib folder and available in outside of the lib folder. Once you extract, you got in a jar files. You got in a jar files of available in inside of lib folder and outside of lib folder. Don't be confused. All the things here in simple. The conclusion, you want to work with Selenium. Selenium to work cheyali. If you want to work with Selenium, what you require? Jar files are required. That jar files you need to download. No, sir, we are having all this confusion. What we can do? In simple, any of your friend already downloaded, copy that jar files to your laptop. As simple as it can download from Google or it can download from the Selenium website. Otherwise, in your friend laptop, already that jar files are there. You need to take that jar files into laptop. But you need to be very careful about all the jar files here, not like missing with any of the jar file. Any one jar file is missing, there is a chance your Selenium program will give error. So this is what we done with the step. We done with the step of mentioning that downloading Selenium jar files to local system. So now in my local system. In my local system, I got my Selenium jar file. Now jar files are ready. Now this jar files, what we have to do? The jar files, what we have to do? We need to add it to the project. The most important one. It's not like just available in your laptop. It's not like just available in your laptop. The most important one. The most important one. You need to begin. Add jar files to project. The most important one, you need to get add jar files to project. So how to add? How to add jar files to project? How to add jar files to project? Make a note of the step. Make a note of the steps. Mentioning the steps to add. Steps to add jar files to Java project, not like only Selenium jar files, not like only Selenium jar file, any jar file, any jar file followed with the same, any jar file followed with the same. Okay, so make a note of the step. All the online students also, be very clear about the steps. Be very clear about the step. Take the step, write the first step. Create new Java project. Create new Java project. Create new Java project. Next, take the next step. Right click on created project. Right click on created project. Right click on created project. Take the next step. Take the next step. Navigate navigate to build path option. Navigate to build path option and click on configure build path option. Navigate to build path option. Navigate to build path option and click on configure build path option. Configure build path option. Okay, next, take with the next step. Click on libraries tab. Click on library tab. Click on library tab. After that, click on class path option. Click on class path option. Click on class path option. After that, click on add external. Click on add external jars button. Click on add external jars button. Click on add external jars button. After that, browse browse all Selenium jar files. Browse all Selenium jar files. Browse all Selenium jar files inside and outside of lib folder. So you need to browse. You need to browse all Selenium jar files, that particular jar files, that particular jar files available in inside and outside of lib folder. After that, click on open button. Click on open button. Click on open button. Click on open button. And the last step, click on apply and close button. Click on apply and close button. Click on apply and close button. So before getting started working with Selenium, before getting started working with Selenium, you need to take care about making sure that your jar files has been added to the project. Without adding the jar file, we cannot continue the Selenium program. We need to make sure that in adding all the Selenium jar file. See the steps. What is the first step? Create new Java project. After that, right click on created project. After that, navigate to build path option and click on configure build path option. After that, click on library tab. After that, click on class path option. After that, click on add external jars. After that, browse all Selenium jar files available in inside and outside of lib folder. After that, click on open button. After that, click on apply and close button. So first you need to make sure that download Selenium jar file to your local system. Once you download, then you need to get start working with, adding the jar files. Let's see that what exactly the steps to be followed. So if I'm taking the step, all the steps will be the same. What is the first step? Create new Java project. That step you are already knowing. Taking with file. After that, new. Taking with file. Taking with new. See that. Okay. None just. Right. Say that. So if I'm taking with this particular one, taking with new, and then considering the taking with project. From the project, we are taking with Java. From that, what is a project? Java project. And taking with next, we need to be get provide that particular project name according to your comfortable. according to your comfortable. You can provide that particular project name. After that, click on finish. You need to be get click on that finish. You need to be get take care about. You need to be get take care about creating the project. What is option you got? Model info. In general, you will not get this option. In case if you got, you can click on button of don't create. You can just take care about. Click on the option of don't create, that it will take care about in creating with that particular project. It has been taking care about. Java project has been created. Okay, done. After that, what is the next step? Next step, right click on created project. After that, navigate to build a path and click on configure build a path. You need to right click on project and taking with build a path and taking with configure build a path. Once you got, click on configure build a path. Once you got, click on configure build a path. What is the next step? Click on library tab. You got different type of tabs here. You have to take care about. Click on that particular library tab. Once you got, click on library tab. By default, or all disable here. So once you got, click on library tab. What is the next step? Click on class path. What is the first option? Model path. You should not be adding to model path. Your Selenium program will give error. You need to make sure that click on class path. Once you click on class path, then your buttons will get enabled. So you got click on class path. Okay. After that, click on add external jars. Once you click on add external jar, after that, next step, browse all Selenium jar files available in inside of left folder and outside of left folder. So you need to be get take care about inside of left folder and outside of left folder. Okay, see that. So in your local system where you have been saved, you need to go to that path. So now we got folder. What is a folder? Left folder. You can add any order. Order can be, doesn't make any problem. I'm just selecting all the jar files available in outside of left folder and click on open. Again, say that you need to repeat the step because we need to add jar files of available in inside of left folder and outside of left folder. Again, click on class path. Then only button will be enabled. And then click on add external jar. Outside, we are already added. I'm just taking with left folder and then I'm just selecting all the jar files. Click on open. And then the last step, apply and close. The last step, apply and close. Now we can see previously what is option? JRE system library. These are related to Java related jar files. Now what is option? Reference library. All your Selenium jar file. whatever the jar file you downloaded, whatever jar files you downloaded, I mean, you added it to the project, you added to the project, all the jar files are available under reference library. So getting started, before getting started working with Selenium, you need to make sure that completing the setup while attending the interview. If interviewer is asking the need to write the program in system, first you have to make sure all the setup is done in the real time. If you are working on automation project of Selenium in that laptop, first you need to make sure that all the setup is done. So that is what we done. Once we done with all the things, then you need to take care about working with Selenium. Working with Selenium, working with Selenium, you will get followed with the same steps only. Working with Selenium, you will take care about and followed with the same steps here. I mean, you need to be get take care about, you need to be get take care about and followed with our regular step. That is what you are taking care about in utilizing with Eclipse. What is the use of Eclipse? Use of Eclipse. Writing the programs and executing the program. All the steps will be the same. Under Eclipse, what you are doing? Creating with project. Under project, what is it? Package. Under package, what is it? Taking with class. Under the class, what is it? Code or method. That is what we already followed in Java. Now slowly you will get understand why we learn with all the Java concepts. While working our programming, we followed the steps of taking with Eclipse under that project, under that package, under that class, under that code, followed with the same. We are already having with Eclipse, under Eclipse, under Eclipse, taking with under Eclipse, taking with this particular project, under project, what you will create? Under project, what you will create? Package. That steps will be the same. What are the steps you will follow? Right click on project. After that, taking with new and taking with package according to your comfortable. According to your comfortable, you can provide any of the name. According to your comfortable, you can provide any of the name. Just provided the name WebDriver examples. Okay. After that, project created, package created. Under package, what you will create? What will create? Class. To create the class, what are the steps you will follow? Right click on package. After that, taking with new. After that, taking with class. That particular class name need to start with capital letter. All that steps will be the same. But in simple, all that programming standards are same. As we are working Selenium automation, on which basis we are developing automation script? On which basis we are developing automation script? Based on manual test cases. Which test case you are automating? What exactly the test case you are automating? When you refer our manual test case template, according to manual test case template, what is the first column? Template. Yeah. Test case template, guys. Test scenario idea. According to the test case template, what is the first column? Which ID? Test case ID. According to our test case template, the first column we got test case ID. That means whenever we are creating the manual test cases, we already having with test case ID. What exactly the manual ID is there? The same ID. The same ID it will provide as class name. The same ID it will provide as class name. As an example, considering the TC001 and taking with finish. Everything your Java steps only. We created project, created package, created class. After that, according to our regular things, once your class is created, the regular method, what is that method? What is that method? Which you will be taking with main method. That you will be taking with string args. You need to be take care about that particular main method that you will be taking with writing the main method. What is the use of main method? Use of the main method to start program execution. Once you write main method, then it will continue to perform all the steps related to your manual step. What exactly your manual steps are there according to that manual step. According to that particular manual step, we need to take care about in writing that code. Previously, we done with manual. What is a project we done? In manual, what is a project we done? Adapting. Automation. What is a project we are working? What is a project we are working? HRMS. As part of automation, we are taking care about HRMS. That is the reason I told that you need to complete the assignment of writing the test cases related to HRMS of login module and PAM module. So you need to just cross check that, just look into that step. So from tomorrow, we'll take care about in writing with our actual code of Selenium. Till now, everything Java. Any new thing we done? No, just everything the Java syntax will follow. So from tomorrow, it will take care about in writing with all that particular respective Selenium code. So that we'll be looking into that. So again, I'm saying that don't get missed with the next 4 sessions. Don't get missed with the next 4 sessions. Tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. These 4 sessions are very most important. These 4 sessions very most important. If you miss that sessions, everything will be zero. If you miss with the first 4 sessions, everything will be zero. So please take care about the first 4 sessions here. So tomorrow we'll start with our Selenium program. Sunday timings 10 to 12. Sunday timings 10 to 12. Please take with the plan according to that. So please take care about the plan according to that. So tomorrow you will get in a clear picture of our actual job role of Selenium automation. So please take care about refresh of all your Java concepts and object identification related to Java, related to object identification, what exactly that concepts are there which need to be take care about in having all that particular Java concepts, object identification. That is what you will be using in your Selenium program. Okay. So take care about it. Look into the